When we're dealing with writing inequalities, looking at the value of numbers, especially dealing with absolute value of numbers, what you want to look for is how much it's actually worth. When I look at this one, this very first one, I see that I have the absolute value of -9 and the absolute value of +10. Well, absolute value means distance from 0. So if I were to rewrite this and I were to show the absolute value of -9, that means that -9 is 9 spots away. It has a value of 9. And 10, its absolute value is that it is 10 away. So I can see that the absolute value of 10 is greater because it has a greater distance. If I look over at the next one, it says the absolute value of -96 and just the total, a regular number, 75. So how much is 75 worth? Well, I know that 75, its value obviously is 75. That's how much its value is. But if I look at that -96, they clearly say absolute value of -96, which means the value they're looking for is how far that number is away from 0. Well, -96 is a distance of 96 away from 0. So it actually has more value than a regular 75. So I would show that this is greater. Why don't you try the next one, and then we'll go over it. Okay, so the next one, they show us there's a number 600, which is that is its value. It's 600. It says it right there. So 600 is the value of 600. And then they have the absolute value of -200, which means -200 is 200 spots away from 0. Well, the value of a regular 600 is going to be more than the absolute value of 200, or even just a regular 200, because those both have a value of 200. But I can tell that 600 has a greater value overall.